Greetings. I am Taven of a Mind Transformed, and this is Manna for your journey. You know what's hard in life? One of many things. Moving forward, moving into uncertainty, moving away from a place of familiarity into a place of new, a place of unknowns. Change is difficult for a lot of people because they don't know what to expect. People's minds start to race that change could be good, but people start going through all of the possibilities of all of the bad that could occur. Things that will keep some people up at night, keep people anxious and worrying and into depression. What if this happens? What if that happens? And they can go through all the nightmare scenarios in their mind because they're concerned about what may come, because they may not have a point of reference for it, or they're leaving something that they were in for years, that they knew they were comfortable, they knew what to expect. God is a God of moving forward. And oftentimes, when God answers our prayers, it requires us to move in a new direction, to move in something new. We forget those things that are behind and reach for those things that are ahead. And because we don't see the future and we don't know, God can reveal it to us if He so chooses. The future can leave us concerned. Change can be challenging. The unknown can be difficult. But God is a God of moving forward. And God knows when we get in situations that maybe moving forward is difficult, moving forward is unknown. We worry ourselves by scenarios that we can make up in our mind, no matter how likely they may be. We worry, we're concerned, scared, nervous, and what we may start to do is thinking where we were or what we're leaving was better than it really was. We should maybe stay. We shouldn't make that decision. We shouldn't do that thing. Children of Israel faced a similar scenario. Exodus 14:13 through 31 tells us a story of the children of Israel when they crossed over the Red Sea, and the sea closed behind them, swallowing up the Egyptians that were in pursuit of them. The sea closing behind them is key. They weren't a seafaring people. They didn't have boats nor the tools to build boats. They couldn't cross back to Egypt no matter what. And we see even when they're in the wilderness on the other side, delivered from everything that Egypt was, they still complain at times to Moses and Aaron, saying we should have stayed in Egypt or it would have been better for us in Egypt. God is moving them from a place of bondage to a place of blessing, from a place of pain to a place of promise. And because it's unknown, they don't know how they're going to get there. They're trusting God or learning to trust God at a new level. They said what we had must be better. The reason that sea closed behind them is so they could never turn back. God is a God of forward. There's no back in this season of your life. No matter what the path ahead may seem to hold, how difficult it may be, we cried out to God. He heard our cry, and He's moving us to better. But because we're not sure of the path or how it looks, we fantasize, we glamorize, we glorify where we used to be, forgetting that we cried out to God to move from that place. Back is never better. We always want to move forward and move to what God has for us. This is why there's some doors in your life that close permanently. You can't open them. Some situations are gone completely. Building gone, closed, people moved. They moved on. They're no longer alive, moved out of state, moved out of the country. You couldn't go back if you wanted to. And that's exactly how God designed it. What you had was done. That season is over. It was good while it lasted, or it was painful and you learned from it. But there's no back, saints. Forward. The promise is forward. The promise isn't back. And there are going to be times in our lives where God does everything to ensure we can never go back. The children of Israel looked back and thought it was better, forgetting they cried out. And God came to their rescue and moved them. It's forward in this season, saints. Even if it's forward to the unknown, the promise is on the other side of the unknown. Trusting God, Being in a season where our faith is being tested and elevated and our trust in God is being elevated is difficult and it's tough, but it is the best thing. And God knows when He has us in a season of improving our trust, testing our faith, He closes the way back so we can't run from it. Your blessing is on the other side. Keep moving forward. Trust God. It will be okay. Well, that's all I have for you. Again, I am Taven of A Mind Transformed. This has been Manna for Your Journey. Be blessed.